Hello, hello, hello. You're tuning into another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Today's first topic, Micah Parsons. So, look, there's certain things in sports, right, that you know, either because you played it or because you watch it intently, right, will never be done again. Or maybe will never be done in the next 100 years, right? Like, you know, Will Chamberlain scoring 100 points in a single game probably will never be broken. You know what I mean? Barry Bonds was 73 home runs in one season, probably will never be broken. You know, because, you know, just the rules and other things probably stop pitching to him also. So there's just certain things in sports, certain teams and stuff that you'll be like, probably never happened. Like, you know, the Dolphins going undefeated probably will never happen again in our lifetime. But Micah Parsons says something extremely hilarious to me. That the Dallas Cowboys, America's team, that their defense, I can't stop laughing even thinking about it, would be comparable to the 2000 Ravens defense. Bro, I was listening. I know I was having trouble keeping my face straight. My muscles were contracted. They were like, smile. I'm like, no. They're like, smile. I'm like, no. Bro, the hilarity. For any team to think that it's possible. Shannon Sharpe and Skip Bayless was talking about it today on Undisputed. And they were even talking about how, you know, Shannon was like, look, I was a part of that team. I had to practice against that team. They were murdering people on live television. The quarterbacks weren't safe. They were cutting receivers in half. That means the receivers was crawling on both hands back to the sideline and looking at the coach in the eyes and saying, Coach, I can't feel my legs. And then the coach would have to look back in those receivers' eyes and say, oh, that's because there ain't none there. That's what was happening. The rules have made it that the offense reigns supreme. They do not want defenses to be able. This has nothing to do with, everyone's like, oh, it's the medical reasons and stuff like that. It has nothing to do with that. They don't want to be sued, number one, right, for, you know, concussions. And two, people pay for high-scoring games. You know, enthusiasts and stuff like that would say, oh, we love a good defensive game and stuff like that. But they don't want multiple teams playing that style of football. And a lot of times people think that, oh, well, everything is equal regardless of the years. No, rules have been slighted towards the offense, meaning that defense can't do what they used to do. You know what I mean? So even thinking that you could have the same impact is hilarious in and within itself. But then you have to look back at the Ravens. You had the greatest middle linebacker of all time. Probably maybe the greatest safety of all time. Amazing corners. And a D-line that decapitated human beings. They used to call the D-line the guillotine. You think French kings and queens lost their heads? The quarterbacks, running backs out of that backfield would like to tell y'all that they know a thing or two about losing their heads. That's what that defense did. They were hunters, killers, no pun intended. And they got away with it. because that's the way the game was played. Shannon Sharpe had brought up something too. He was saying like there was 16 points scored. I want y'all to recognize this real quick because this is hilarious. They played 4 playoff games that year. Because remember, when you're considered the best defense, it's also did you win the title that year. That's why a lot of people bring up like the Legion of Boom. And in recent memory, the Legion of Boom was the best defense we've had in the past or seen in the last 20 years. Because let's be real, we're past 20 years from the year 2000. You know what I mean? We're past that. So in the last 20 years, I think personally the Legion of Boom was the best defense that we've ever seen since the 2000 Ravens. But even it's not comparable, right? Think about this, guys. They played 4 playoff games. Combined, that means the other team's scores and points fused together, conjoined at the hip, only mustered 16 in total. And the reason why it's only 16, the other 7 points, I know it's supposed to be a little more than that, right? The other 7 points was on a kick return. Kick return. So the defense was only scored on 2 times. The rest were field goals. Oh, I'm sorry, 1 time and the rest were field goals. That's crazy. If a team, let me let you understand this right now. If a team could hold, in today's NFL, could hold multiple teams to 16 points scored total, they're winning the title. There's nothing, because it's not going to be a 3 versus 3, 6 versus 3. Those days are gone. That would be the greatest defense to ever be put together. Think in today's passing league, if you could stop a team from even garnering 7 points, think about playoff implications of playoff games. The total, 16, sweet 16. Bro, look, this is what I try to tell people, man. Y'all got to stop. Bro, these listen, man, I almost sound like an old guy on this. These young cats thinking they know everything, bro. There are levels to this. Levels. Why do you, and I'll give someone a perfect example. Why does everybody, that's why another reason why the 73 win Golden State Warriors team, remember, they won the most games in NBA history by 1. They beat out the Chicago Bulls 72-10 season, right? That's why nobody looks at them as being the best team of all time, because they lost in the finals. They couldn't close the deal. The 72-10 Bulls won the most games at that time, more than any other team, and on top of winning more than any other team, they literally ran roughshod through the playoffs. They closed the deal. This is why I tell a lot of people, because I remember somebody brought up the 85 or 86 Bears and said their statistics were absolutely bonkers, right? But guess what? They couldn't close the deal. The greatest defense to ever be assembled is the 2000 Baltimore Ravens. And the Dallas Cowboys have no way in where of ever reaching that plateau or milestone. I don't care if all of them were taking juice before every game. Oh yeah, I'm feeling it. Oh, I'm feeling it, baby. They could turn into the Incredible Hulk. The only way that they're doing that is if Jesus is on the sideline or lining up at corner. That's the only way. I look at some of these young guys and they make comparisons, and I'm like, do you not understand the gravity of what you're saying? A defense carried an entire team. To a Super Bowl. They run. Defense, 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 defense. Shannon Sharp was even talking about saying, if you look at the game log, the other team was punt, pick, fumble, interception. Bro. But maybe that's just me. You know what I mean? Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I know Cowboy fans are going to come in here. Listen, Cowboy fans, welcome. If you're going to watch this, welcome. Thank you for joining and watching The Wunderkind Show. But please do keep common sense on the front line, because there's no way you guys will ever replicate the 2000 Ravens, especially in today's league. It's not plausible. And they're going to be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? With the Cowboys. I don't think any Cowboy fan with even this much common sense is going to agree with what he said. It's like the numbers, the 85 Bears, the 76 or whatever Steelers, Legion of Boom, the 2000 Ravens, those teams. And I wonder, and the funny thing is, because the year when the Seahawks were great, the 49ers defense was no slouch that year either. I forgot his name, Patrick something. But you had Patrick, you had the other linebacker next to him. You had so much talent. Carlos also on the outside. You had so much talent on that team, and they don't even come close. People forget, because can you close the deal? The reason why the Legion of Boom is considered that, because, tell you the truth, they should have been back-to-back champions. Yeah. But they didn't close the deal. But y'all let me know in the comment section what y'all think, because I think it's impossible. I think it's implausible. But tell me what you feel about it. Raven fans, let me know. Because maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm speaking with a lot of, I don't know, agenda behind my words. Let me know in the comments, all right? But once again, that's another episode of The Wunderkind Show. Thank you all for watching. You know we have laughs and have funs over here, but it's all rooted in what? Facts and truth. Please do remember, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Love the comments. Just be respectful. That's all I ask. That's all I ask. And we're good. All right? And if you would like to donate to this platform to help it grow, right? At the bottom of the screen on this side is a QR code. That's to the Cash App, and that's how we do all donations on this channel, okay? You can find it in the description of every video that we do, right? And the name of the Cash App is $The Show, okay? If you want extra or adage to your connection to this channel, Patreon is up. What do you get when you get the Patreon? You get access to me, access to questions from subscribers, Discord, fantasy football, all those things, and sweepstakes for merch. So if you want extra access, that's how you get it. So if you want more and to help out more, that's how you do it. So go out there and get the Patreon for The Wunderkind Show and join the movement. But once again, this is The Wunderkind Show. This show is Nitro signing off. And as always, you guys knows my slogan. Peace. And I am out of here. Yerp.